Good evening and tonight, viewers. It's Three Roads Gaming, here with more Let's Play Chrono Trigger. Last time, we broke out of jail after being put into jail. Today we're gonna fight a boss. And that boss is... Dragon Tank. He's immune to lightning and fire. Well, Lucca uses fire. We don't know why. Actually, Fire Whirl isn't a bad idea. It's just the head, I believe, that is... I want to get rid of the wheel. Didn't mean to attack the head. That's a fire elemental attack where it sprays fire. So, Lucca will take a little less damage from that. That's fine. I'm dealing more damage than he's healing off. The grinder only had... Alright, Lucca, heal thyself. Yeah, definitely heal thyself. This should knock out the grinder. Jesus. I think the head will auto-repair damage if I use an all-enemy attack. Okay, let's repair damage of our own. It'd be really nice if you could crit. Okay, cool. There we are. Now we can just attack the head. It'll repair damage, but we'll be out-damaging it. And yeah, it's immune to fire. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be out-damaging it if we can crit like that. There we are. Alright, I'm going to not do that. That was dumb. Oh well. Okay. Now without the head to repair damage, we'll use Cyclone. Yeah, it's gonna start countering, but it can't. Not as threatening as the others. I feel like Fire Whirl should deal extra damage to it. I forget how much HP he has. I think he's got like 400. I know the wheels had 200. And the head had 600. I think the body's maybe 350. Okay, you mid-ton, you attack. Alright, he's down. Look at this sweet-ass cutscene. Oh yeah, take that, buddy. Anyway. Okay, we want to run. We go down here, but all that's going to happen is we're going to get some angry soldiers at us. They're not going to do anything besides just kind of hang out. They don't have the best relationship. Well, she is a teenager. She does despise her parents at this age. Anyway, if we try to go... The king seems deeply remorseful about this. Anyway, if we try to go to the left here... Even though we could probably beat these guys up pretty easily, the game won't let us. So we're stuck here. Gonna have to carve out an idyllic life in the forest. Or we can hop in this gate. We got another one of them chest jobbers over there. I don't know if you can see the gate. It might be like Stan's in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where they just can't see it. So, from his point of view, we might have just vanished into thin air. Apropos of nothing. Now, this place looks all industrial. Anyway, I could hop on the gate, but it would be pointless. Yeah, it is weirdly advanced. Only we could get in there. Anyway, let's get the lay of the land. I've got cash, but I'm not using it on your goods. It's not made clear, but the inner Tron is basically what's sustaining them. Though if they don't get food, they will die. Yep, but you're still hungry. It's almost like it's some sort of instant revitalizing device. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Anyway. Check out Lab 16. Cold Ruin 16 in the DS translation. I mean, there's some good stuff here. I want to take down the meat eater. Oh, I thought the octopods were weak to fire. I was wrong. Be nice if one of y'all could hit the broadside of a barn. I guess as I said that, Marl was critting. Not only did she hit the broadside of the barn, she hit it with precision accuracy. Could have bought up a new weapon for Lucca at the store, but you, spending money. Don't get me wrong, I know some guys that are into that, but it's not for me. If Lucca or Marl are too close to an enemy, they'll just either hit it with a hammer or whack it with the butt end of the bow, respectively. Though it still uses the same damage formula. Berserker. Ooh, that is a damn fine accessory. Not really. Well, you know what? I'm gonna use it. I believe it gives you a speed... I think it gives you a stat boost in general. And it makes you berserk. There we go. Oh yeah. It's either a 25 or a 50% damage boost. Okay, I'm down for that. I am here for this. These rats will steal tonics from us. They'll steal money if we run out of tonics. So I don't really care about that ladder. Oh man. I was hoping he would have went after the other one. Yes, the Berserker is really handy when you're facing certain enemies that are known for being very evasive, let's just say. Because it lets you... That's fine, I don't care. Load bow, excellent. Load-bearing bow. It lets you attack without inputting commands, which is very handy. Pretty handy here, too. And yeah, I believe it also gives him a defense boost. Definitely attack. I don't know if it gives a speed boost. Crono's already pretty damn fast. Like, he's our fastest character right now. This game kind of breaks a long simmering JRPG trend where for the most part, our physical attackers are going to be our fastest characters. And I can avoid those. Okay, excellent. For the most part, our physical attackers are going to be our... Okay, we want to take off the Berserker now. There we are. Yes, our physical attackers are going to be our fastest characters. The mages tend to be slow. Though, with Laka, you will get equipment that will mitigate same. So these guys have perfect evasion. If it ain't magic, don't use it on them. Which, right now, amounts to Flame Toss and an ability Crono will learn. Curiously, once these guys learn their second ability, that's it for them. It's wild. Because you'd think there'd be more, but... Okay, we'll learn Slash and Hypno Wave. Hypno Wave does what you think it does. If you don't know what the word Hypno means, get back to your word within the word. Slash... Well, it does this. There we are. These guys have 1 HP, so if you hit them, they're dead. Now, Crono's elements goes by many names. As you can see, it says lightning up top here. However, in the original Japanese, its name... Well, there's a lot of... There's a lot of different names it can go by. I've heard people throw around heaven. Not like heaven like the place you hope to go after you die. Heaven like, you know, heaven and earth. Sky has also been thrown around from what I've seen. Aether. I think some people have maybe suggested holy if memory serves. All of those, from what I can tell, are valid. The guy who did the Lufia translation that I cited a whole bunch. He also did one of Chrono Trigger. Memory serves, he calls it Aether. Aether, which is cool. A-E-T-H-E-R. I think it's kind of like a quintessence, if you will. Kind of like the essence that's kind of all around us. Kind of like a metaphysical concept. We did cross the ruins. Yeah, we can. Anyway, let me at that sweet, sweet Intertron. Still hungry. But yes, it's made more clear in the DS translation. But yeah, the Intertron is basically why everyone is still alive. The implication being that once it's gone, that's it for humanity. Anyway, as we ponder these questions, I'm going to not examine this dome further. I'm going to head to the sewers to the southeast, because there's some stuff over there for me. Good stuff. So next time, we'll do that. This has been Three Roads Gaming. I sure am glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.